And tonight we're doing the last round of the Gentlemen's Sim Racing Club GT4 series from Sandown, of course. I can't get away from this place, I love this track too much, so we're just going to go for a little run here at the end of qualifying. Currently sitting in 9th. I don't think we're going to improve on that, it's a very close field tonight. But we're just going to go for a run anyway, just to get a little bit of extra track time in. Going around tonight, and the Porsche Cayman GT4, which is definitely not suited to this track, as you can probably see from the cars that are topping the times at the moment. This car doesn't have fantastic straight line speed compared to the rest. But we're going to give it a really good crack anyway. Alright, so a lap around Sandown here at the end of qualifying. Getting right tucked up in behind Angus here. Hopefully he can give us a good draft. And just see how much more straight line speed that BMW has over the Porsche. We're close to improving there towards the end of the lap, but just got held up a little bit in those last couple of corners. But I can live with going into the race starting 9th. Super close times tonight. Alright, so now we're going to the race.
Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed right now.
Gonna need a couple of stops here to make it home. Definitely not going to need to take tyres in this race. Alright, so getting ready to kick off this one off. It's going to be a 40-minute race. We're going to have to make a couple of stops for fuel.
Go green, stay focused.
And this is going to be super close.
Green, green, green.
Nick trying to be cheeky up on the outside there.
Right side.
No way through.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Try to get a good run under this back straight now. It's going to be hard to keep up with the Astons, BMWs and Mercs down this long back straight. They've just got so much more power, we're hardly even keeping up in the draft. Good run out of there though. Might be able to put a move on down here at the last couple of turns. Nothing happening. It's all going to be about just maximising the straight line speed that we do have in this race. Holding on to 8th at the moment, it's a pretty decent start. Just showing the nose a bit there, letting him know I'm there. Bit going on up here. This might give us an opportunity to make some moves and get up the field a bit. Didn't really want to compromise the run there by going for the move. So we're just going to tuck back in again, see if we can do the same down here at turn 1. Try and get another move going on. Oh, a bit too wide there.
Clear on the right.
Asked a little bit too much of the brakes. So that dropped us a couple of spots there, but that's alright, still got a long way to go. Just a few little mistakes on that lap. Just gotta try and iron those out as the race goes on. Been a long time since I've raced these GT4 cars. Super fun. Just finding it a little bit tricky over the curbs. Been fiddling around a lot during practice with that and still haven't found it to be quite right. Still just hanging on to the back of a pack in front of us. Too loud on the brakes there. Starting to just claw back slowly towards Nick now. But we've also got Angus coming up behind us real hot. So we're going to be coming under a lot of pressure from behind before we know it. Sort of caught in a bit of a bottleneck here. Haven't got much more pace in this at the moment. Hopefully it comes back towards us a bit at the end. Angus is going to go for a move here.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Alright, so let's see if we can tag onto the back of him now. Try and move our way forward a bit. Just struggling a lot with understeer at the moment. Real advantages Porsche has over the other cars is it's very stable on the rear end. but it's not helping us much at the moment. Just giving me bucket loads of understeer. Kind of all just caught in this train behind Nick at the moment. Angus goes for a move.
You got about 5 laps.
See if I can take advantage of that. Oh, not quite able to get up in there. Bit of a tap from behind. Thank you, Chris. Another little tap. Really let me know he's there. Chris went for a big lunge down the inside there. That really delayed my turn in. Got about 4 laps of fuel left, but I think I might call this first stint a bit early. Just to try and get out of this traffic a little bit and to give the tyres a bit of a breather. Angus has the same idea. Car seems to be coming towards us much better. Bit of fuel running off.
The leader's pitting now.
So I'm going to do the opposite to Nick here. I'm just going to keep it going round for a couple more laps.
about 2 laps of fuel. The leader's bidding now. The leader's bidding now.
Alright, so now we're in.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Go, go, go!
Alright, back out we go, so... we're only going to need a very short stop at the end, and Nick just gets me. So the good thing for us here now is our tyres have had a little breather a lot later than his have. Little mistake there for Nick. Just trying to be a bit kinder to the tyres over this stint. Maybe just try and save a little bit of fuel as well. If we can save just a little bit more fuel in this stint, we might be able to get away with a shorter fill. Oh, Nick's run it very wide there. So we're all over the back of him. Was tempted to go for a move there, but as I'm just in for the last round here, I don't really want to upset anyone too much. Oh, and Nick's going round.
Go left. Clear.
That's actually a bit of a shame. We were having a good battle then. So now we're just going to see how far we can go into this race. And if we can pick up a little bit of pace just to make our way back up towards these guys ahead, It's
Car right.
really awkward. That's a lap car.
Still there. Clear on the right.
So got a little bit held up then. But we're still in one piece. That's important, though. So just continuing on here, still managing to save a little bit of fuel. Still running it very wide at that turn. Oh, car in the fence here. Unfortunately, I don't think that was a position gain for us. Oh no, it was. Sam's out. That's how you save tyres. Get them in the air and don't use them. Shout out to the girlfriend as well. Proud of you too. So we've got about 15 minutes to go. Could potentially come in to stop now. And then fuel to the end.
Go right.
That car off in front of us. See you later. In fact, at the end of this lap we might pull it in and get this last stop out of the way early. tyres are really starting to feel some damage now, but we're actually quicker than basically everyone in front of us. There's just such a massive gap. I don't think we're going to be able to make it up. But who knows, maybe by taking an early stop we might be able to do something different. And if there's a safety car, that could really benefit us. So let's come in there and get this last stop out the way.
Pit box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
That was a bit slow. I couldn't see my pit box with Angus sitting in there. I'm pretty sure that was sabotage.
Go, go, go!
Alright, so gotten both our pit stops out of the way early now. We're going to fall into a nice little gap here.
Car stopped ahead.
Give him a little bump, bit of a hurry up. That also is a lap car ahead of us, so I don't feel overly bad for that. If you could let me through, mate, that would be appreciated, thank you.
Clear. You got a slow car on the left. Car stopped ahead.
That was a good miss. That did cost us a fair bit of time though. Really didn't want that on the outlap, but I'm gonna keep trucking while we got 12 minutes left here. Got ourselves into a nice gap with a fair bit of fresh air around us. Really giving us the opportunity to put in some quick sector times. Hopefully make up a bit of a gap to the guys in front. Still running a pretty good pace at the moment. Very comparable to the guys ahead. Just struggling with a lot of setup issues tonight. That's really affecting how we're going in this race. Really feel the front tyres on their way out the door now.
You're in the top 10.
They've packed their bags and left. Having to trail brake a long way into turn 1 just to get turned.
You've got a slow car on the right. The leader's pitting now.
But if I stopped driving like such a numpty, that'd probably help as well. Just looking down at my dash at the moment, and the right hand side tyres are absolutely cooking. That's probably explained why I'm struggling so much down here at turn 1. That was a better run through there then. So kind of just hanging out. All by myself here at the moment. No one really around us to battle with. This is sort of just a little warm-up for next season's GT4 racing. Another bad entry into turn 1. So yeah, it's just a warm-up for next season's racing. This being the last round of this season, but it'd be nice to get at least one start, just to get a feel. Get a feel for the series and just get a feel for how the guys here race. It's been really good tonight, been some great clean racing. A lot of mistakes on my part, but luckily hasn't affected anyone else. When the next season of GT4 kicks off for the Gents Sim Racing Club, I'll be there. hopefully doing the full season.
5 laps of fuel left. You got a slow car on the left.
And hopefully with a lot more practice time as well. Someone off there. I don't think that's going to affect our position. Just a lap car. So sitting P8 at the moment. Still got some pretty good pace, but yeah, it's just hasn't been the cleanest drive for me tonight. Lots of little mistakes like that. Just hitting the brakes too hard, getting too much ABS on, not being able to slow down quick enough. Thank you, mate.
Left side. Clear. You got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right.
Oh, so that isn't a lap car ahead of us that just spun, that was Trent. Still pretty far ahead, so I don't think we'll be able to catch him by the end, but
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
gives me a nice Aston Martin to look at for the rest of the race anyway.
White flag this time.
Alright, so last lap of this GT4 race.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. You got a slow car on the right.
So we're actually going to end up getting pretty close to Trent.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
But not quite going to be enough.
You got a slow car on the left.
So, that's position 8 for us tonight. Last finishing Porsche, so that's a plus.
Very good job.
Had some pretty good speed there at the end, but just not quite enough. Sort of made a few too many mistakes in that race to really get too far, but P8 for the last round of the season. And that gives some pretty good confidence heading into next season. So again, hopefully we'll be doing the full season. So there'll be a lot more Monday night streams. But for tonight, thanks guys for watching. Hope you'll have a good night and a great week ahead.